Joe does. Joe does.
The top 14 season is 10 months long. If you add the European games to that season, that's 40 plus matches. Toulouse have been fighting on two fronts. Now, they've been rotating their team, resting players, making sure they're as fresh as they can be. The first team's only played 4 times together in the last 2 months. Bordeaux, on the other hand, have not had any European distractions, but they've been using the same team over and over. However, the Toulouse team have lost several powerful forwards. Mirfou, Baye, Anthony Gillon. None of these players are featuring in the final. Some of the most powerful tacklers, some of the most powerful ball carriers and powerful ruckers. Yep, Bordeaux, also they have lost players like Ben Tamifuna. But on the whole, it's Toulouse who've lost more of their power players. And against La Rochelle, we saw that La Rochelle dominated them in the physical collision area. Chop tackles, counter-rucking, turnovers. The La Rochelle team, time after time, prevented Toulouse from playing how they normally like to play. That is, creating fast ball or offloading, and then playing on top of it, and flooding the space and dominating the opposition. A team who normally offload more than anybody else by a country mile in the La Rochelle game was the lowest offloads of the season. If Bordeaux can go at them with the same intensity, the same quality of tackle, the same quality of counter-ruck, the same quality of jackling, then they can create turnovers like this. And the difference between Bordeaux and La Rochelle is huge when these turnovers happen. Bordeaux can just cut teams open when they have this opportunity after a turnover. They're an amazing team in these situations. If Bordeaux have any hope of winning, they have to get close to what La Rochelle did in the collision area against Toulouse. Now we're going to talk about kicking. Yep, collisions, they're going to be vital, but out the back, if they kick poorly, they're going to pay for it. La Rochelle, normally a fantastic kicking team, kicked poorly and gave up 3 scores, 3 tries, because they didn't execute their kicking game correctly. Now, this makes a massive, massive difference in a game of rugby. Last time Bordeaux played against Toulouse, after a poor kick, they paid for it. This kick, with a poor chase behind, opened the door for Toulouse to start playing with their tempo. And once they start raising the tempo and playing with speed, it's hard to put the cork back in the bottle. Now, if that had been a good kick with a good chase behind it, Toulouse would never have had this opportunity. Now, in a match like we're going to see at the weekend, the final of the top 14, every kick, every chase has to be spot on if Bordeaux want to have an opportunity to win this match. So this is going to be a huge, huge part of the game. Bordeaux do not want to give Toulouse opportunities to play like we see here. But Bordeaux are very comfortable using their kicking game. We see from these possession stats, they're far more likely than Toulouse to give the opposition the ball, then use their defence or their kicking game to create an opportunity out the back. We can see here some of the amazing kicks they can make that give them field position, give them opportunities, and give them penalties, which give them chances to score. This 50-22 led to a try directly against Stade Francais. The Bordeaux team are very comfortable using their kicking game to pressure the opposition. They also have a maul that when they get that field position, they can use to score points. Their maul is very dangerous, a weapon they've used often this year. Luku and Buros are going to be vital in this weekend's game. Kicking long, kicking high, contesting aerial catches, these guys are brilliant in these areas. Bordeaux need these guys on form. Now we return to the collision. Looking at the defences, the Bordeaux and Toulouse defences are not the best in the league, but their attacks are. Now this is because when they attack, they sometimes make errors, which lead to opposition getting field position or scoring or winning a penalty. This is why their defences are lower down in the league, and this is why the collision is vital. Stade Francais did not give Bordeaux many opportunities. This was because the quality of their tackling was very high. They dominated a lot of collisions and they caused a lot of turnovers. But the big difference between Stade Francais and Toulouse is this, that when Stade Francais make a turnover, they will not go into an attack anything like Toulouse can do. Here is a turnover from the last time Bordeaux played Toulouse. This, again, pops off the cork and then Toulouse, they're off. Seeing the kind of rugby we love to see. Listen, Bordeaux are not going to change their DNA. They're a team who have built a season from attacking like they have done, attacking in a style that everybody in the UK has come to love. In defence, if Bordeaux can shut down the offloads, they can stop Toulouse from getting fast ball. If they can react together when Toulouse do get those little opportunities, create a dominant collision and slow it down again, they can win this game. If they can't and let Toulouse play like we see here, then I think Toulouse will win this match. To allow the Bordeaux team to do this, certain players are vital. Max Lamott will be huge in this game. Ball stealing, tackling. Tatafu, both in attack and defence, creating fast ball around collisions. He's done it all year. And Adam Coleman, rucking, mauling. This guy is a machine, a powerhouse who can make a difference in this match. Whichever side's going to lift the Bradus, they're going to have to kick well. But above all else, those collisions are going to be the factor that decides whether Bradus goes back to Toulouse or Bordeaux.
Champions 2022-2023. The Bouclier de Brannis in the hands of Weenie Antonio, Antoine Dupont. The celebrations at the Stade de France